thank you so much for tuning in and watching another video of mine. So much for everyone who has newly subscribed. If you haven't already, then please hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment down below. I'm going to talk about my breastfeeding experience, and I'm also going to share about some products that I've been using in the process to help me, and I'm going to talk about the good, the bad and the ugly. The breastfeeding wasn't an option for me. When people would ask me, am I gonna breastfeed, I was like, yeah, like, do we not breastfeed? And then I obviously realized that it's a choice thing. Like, some people obviously choose to not breastfeed for personal reasons, for different kind of reasons, but yeah, no, it's not something that I ever sat down and thought, am I gonna do it, am I not gonna do it? I just thought I was gonna do it. As I found breastfeeding extremely difficult. Because I had to be in hospital for longer than expected, and the really nice thing at the hospital actually is that they have midwives who specialize, I don't know what they're called, but they're basically specialized in like, they're breastfeeding specialists. So throughout the night you can call them, you can press your buzzer, or they will come and you know, like, help you and things like that. And I think it's actually that deep that they won't discharge you, like, if the baby's not latching on. So then you obviously need to make sure that the baby's eating. It's either you do the bottle or you breastfeed. Now if you want to breastfeed, they have to make sure that the baby is latching on properly, that it's eating enough, and that obviously mummy is good as well and you're comfortable and things like that. So so I made use of those midwives because I was like, I ain't never breastfed before. Ain't nobody never latched onto my booby before. So I need your help, because my baby, she was under the birth weight, so obviously it was important for her to put on the pounds and to eat properly. So when I was in the first night that I was in the hospital alone, I was literally just like, okay, like, what am I gonna do? Like, obviously it was very confusing because you're like, how often should the baby eat? And the baby's like crying, and some they tell you like every 3 hours, every 2 hours. Some people tell you like feed the baby on demand. Obviously, like, now I'm getting into the routine, but it was really hard, guys. Like, it is so painful. Like, I found it so painful. I found it really hard, and especially like now that we're home. At the hospital, it was like, the good thing about it is that you've got people like on hand, you know, and they're really encourage breastfeeding, and they're like, don't worry, we'll help you, and they will actually work with you, you know, like they'll proper like hold the baby and make sure that it's latching on, and when the baby's mouth like opens up and your nipple, they're like, wow. So it's like they really like get the baby to eat, so you've got that on hand. And being at home, it's like I felt like it makes you feel really sad. Like, I felt really sad. Like, I felt really like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Like, oh, it was really tough, guys. The past couple of days, like, I really felt like giving up. Like, I really felt like, because she started to get into like this really like hysterics. Like I was saying, she'll be like, and like, guys, the breast is here, her mouth is here, and she's like, oh, like she's going everywhere else but the breast. I'm like, girl, the nipple here, the nipple there, the nipple, but she's like, and and she's stretching her legs, and she's like crying like really loud, and I'm just like, oh, I can't feed my baby, like, she's not latching on. And then when she does latch on, it's like, oh, thank goodness. So that's been like happening, and I've been like asking a couple of my friends, like, did you breastfeed, how long did you breastfeed for, why did you stop, and things like that. And obviously I understand a lot of people found it really uncomfortable, and it is uncomfortable, and it's very painful, but it's like, it's nice when she's like feeding, like now, because she's putting on weight, it's nice. And I had a visit from the healthcare, and she was like, you're doing amazing, like, you know, the way they talk to you just makes you really lifted. And I'm like, oh, and she's like, you're doing an amazing job, like you're great, like you'll do your milk, because like my milk was literally like dripping, guys, it was dripping. And she's like, you're doing amazing, like I'm not even worried about you, and the baby's putting on weight. And it's just really reassuring, like, and like I don't think people realize like how hard breastfeeding is, y'all. And it's so important to have people to encourage you, people to help you and support you, like, and even when you get into the routine of it, sometimes the baby might change the routine and you're thinking, but we was doing so well, like what happened? I was really worried about like the pain, or like I would hear stories about women getting your nipples cracking and bleeding and things like that, and getting really sore. So, in terms of like products, like obviously before I gave birth, I got advised some really cool products. So the first one that I'm going to show you quickly is this cream, this nipple barrier cream, because I do find that when she does latch on, like this side, it's more comfortable for me. So when she breastfeeds on this side, it's more comfortable. Getting her on this side is a lot more difficult, and I'm trying to like balance it out so that because obviously it's really important, otherwise one side will produce more milk than the other side, and I don't know the implications of that, but we ain't trying to find out. I haven't experienced like cracked nipples or bleeding nipples, or really sore nipples. I think this side actually has been a little bit sore, but it's like you adjust to it. I've had skin come off a little bit, but it's not been like bleeding skin. I feel like new skin has come up underneath it. So and I was a little bit like worried at first, because sometimes when she finished eating, she'd have like she'd have like a little bit of my skin on her face, and I'm like, oh, should you be swallowing my skin? But she's fine. Another product that I think is so good, well, it's not this one, but it's breast pads, guys. Yeah, from this brand, because I had the samples from all the gift free stuff that I showed you guys in my other videos. The breast pads for these are amazing. They're like equivalent to the Always brand. Like I love Always. These are amazing. I got these because I've run out, so I got these, and these are not so good, guys. They're not so good. They literally, they don't soak up the milk. Like I'm dripping sometimes with milk, guys. I feel like a cow, like, especially when she's feeding on one side, the other side will literally start dripping, and I'll literally be there like calling somebody in the house, like, help me, like get me a towel, get me something, because I'll be dripping the milk, dripping. So I do wear the breast pads now, but I have found that these I'm having to change like so often, because they do get soaked really quickly. Whereas when I was wearing this brand, I was like, is this even wet? Like it's really good. So I'm definitely gonna order more of these. It is a little bit more pricier. Obviously these are just like the Asda brand, but it is well worth it, guys, well worth it. Breastfeeding is literally so interesting. Like when I was reading up on it, like it said it was a skill. Like that's how deep it is. Like it's so, I don't think people like understand. Like it literally looks so easy sometimes. Like women will just put the baby on the breast and it's just like you go about your business. Obviously there's a lot of benefits to it. It's like cheaper, like people say, whatever, but it's like it's so emotionally draining, because when you feel like your baby can't latch, or your baby's not latching, it makes you feel upset. Because it literally, guys, yesterday I was like, I'm gonna give up. Like I'm gonna give up now, because she's not latching on, she's crying, it makes me sad, and it can make you feel like less, like it could just make you feel like you're not doing your job, or you're not feeding your baby, you can't do it, like somebody else should just do it. But it's so important. if you're a partner or if you're family or whatever, to encourage the mom. Like, you don't even understand. Like, when that midwife encouraged me, I was literally just like, I felt like superwoman. I felt like I got my power back. I was like, yes, I can do this, I'm good at it, I'm good. Like, don't sit there and like scrutinize, or don't sit there and put a magnifying glass on what the person is doing, or comment, or because you're not doing it, you're not experiencing it. Do you get what I mean? So just support the mom, like support the person. Like, if your partner, like, sit behind her, you know, like maybe hold the baby's head or rub her shoulder, like do something, like be sentimental about it, like be sensitive about it, because it's something that can really make women down. And you know, I've experienced it and it's horrible. Like, it's so horrible. I'm hoping, guys, that in about 6 months time I'll be back and I'll be like, guys, I breastfed for 6 months and I stuck to it, because I'm not gonna lie, I felt like just giving up. When she first latches on, it's extremely painful, and sometimes you feel bound. Like, sometimes I'm literally bound on the bed and I'm just like, I want to do so many things and I can't do it because she's like eating, and sometimes she does cluster eating, where she's like eats, and because she's small, because she eats in like small portions, and then she'll like rest a bit and then she'll eat again. So I'm literally like bound, but it's nice. I wouldn't say I'm loving it. I'm not loving breastfeeding, guys, but I think I'll be more sad and disappointed if I stopped and gave up. My experience, it has been more bad than good, but you can do it. Don't give up. That is just the honest truth. Like, honestly, like, don't give up. It's so tough, but apparently I'm not an expert. Apparently she's getting the best stuff. When you breastfeed, the baby's getting the best stuff. So yeah, don't be disheartened. And if you feel like you're just yeah, you're going through a hard time, do you know what, like, just take yourself in a quiet area by yourself, just you and your baby, because it's an experience for mother and child. Do you get what I mean? Like, people might have something to say, oh, don't do it like this, do it like this, hold her like this, do this, oh, da 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 da, like, and it's easy for people to like comment, and it's easy for people to say things. But do you know what, like, you have to block it out and get yourself in a quiet room by yourself with your baby, and just have that little time, and with time, like, it will get easier, which I feel like it is. So I'm happy with that. That's literally what I'm doing. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I see you in my next video. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna have to go feed soon because I'm a milk machine, and I'm gonna try and pump today as well. And yes, so you have a good day. Bye, guys.